We're gonna have a new toy. We'll face the bad evil antagonist Teddy Bear. We'll find out the details of the missing children. They may already be dead. How much will we have to pay for the second chapter? All this we'll figure out in this video. The first chapter of Joyville is kind of impressive with its detailed rooms, connection between floors, and the position of technical and public areas makes sense. Yeah, in today's indie horror industry, that's impressive. The game has a story that will run through all the released and unreleased chapters and will help us love the game even more than we do now. Basically, the rating is that low because of its price. The game is so overpriced. If we take a conventional indicator, which I made up just now, the ratio of hours of gameplay and the price for 1 hour such gameplay, and then compare it to average games, and I will compare it to games that I play myself, so do not be too biased against me, so please be nice. This way, it turns out that any random Nintendo exclusive where the minimal walkthrough takes 40 hours will be 3-4 times cheaper. It turns out that 1 hour of playing the game will cost you $1.05, where 20 minutes of playing Joyville will cost you $9.99, and this game is not even on a disc or in a souvenir box with an interesting addition to the game. No, it's just digital. I want to point out that there are games even cheaper out there, also digital and much more exciting. Will the second chapter also cost around $10 and we're gonna overpay like 3 times for a new game episode? The developers reacted to the players' outrage over the price for the game as follows. By supporting us now, you make a significant contribution to the future development of the story. In fact, the statement implies that they need money for creating the second chapter. Perhaps as it happened to Ban, there will be some good voice acting, and considering the quality of the game, it will become even better than it is now. But so far there's no point in speculating, and maybe they will even release some sort of official merch or Roblox clone. Well, the bad thing is that they didn't say it directly, and if the game turns out to be the same level of quality as the first chapter, and it cannot be otherwise, then reducing the price will simply make no sense. And for many full-fledged games that are developed by a larger number of people, Joyville is quite a pain in the backside. Alright, overpayment, so be it. Maybe the game will be so awesome that to pay around $10 for the game will be more rewarding than going to the movies or having a snack at McDonald's. And what should we expect from the new chapter by now for its $10? The developers have managed to create an atmosphere of an abandoned children's camp. And if you think that I'll praise the game too much, which is still reminiscent of Poppy Playtime because of the strong similarity in colors, toy design, and attractions. First of all, I haven't beat Poppy Playtime yet, and I don't know the full picture. Secondly, being similar doesn't make the game bad. Joyville has really high detailization, it's just beautifully detailed. Yeah, there's some weird moments and bugs, but you can hardly find a game without them today, considering this is an indie game. Speaking of details, it's not just furniture everywhere as is often the case in the games like Garden of Banban. Here there are pieces of the game universe, its history, and by exploring each of these pieces, you can learn new details about the events prior to the incident. Like you can see the blood in the places where the personnel were probably hiding from the Wooly Bully, or maybe from the Worm Gang. And it doesn't look randomly scattered, it has fairly reasonable origin. The kids' stuff is scattered all over the locker room as if it happened right after the kids arrived. It's weird that the parents hadn't picked them up even after the incident. Certain attractions, slides and toys appear to be quite natural and raise no questions, as for example the ball pit in the Banban kindergarten. And I'm not gonna dumbly mention everything, but among all the details, there are ones that are clearly hinted at particular content in the second and the following chapters. And this is primarily, of course, a new bunny toy with a chip like the teddy bear has. Maybe the idea is that there will be new toys in each new chapter, so the chapters could be associated with a particular toy. For example, chapter 1 is a teddy bear, chapter 2 is a bunny, the third chapter is a Cheburashka. Well, this way you either have to carry all those toys with you or to throw away the teddy bear. And as Ethan Jenkins said, the teddy bear is special and it has some ultimate purpose that he can't tell us about right away. So the teddy bear will have to stay with us until the very end. The second chapter will introduce us new ways of using the bear, and logically we'll encounter 1 or 2 new monsters. It's gonna be an unnamed cat, also known as Bully Girl, a bouncy dino with 1 eye, and a mysterious blue bear with big claws and red eyes. Either him personally or some new evidence of his presence we'll definitely see in the second chapter. After all, he somehow disturbs the promo in the main hall and shows up for a couple seconds standing somewhere behind the set doors. It's very possible that we could see some new characters, like new worms. And of course, they decided to tell us part of the story through the video camera that Ethan Jenkins left behind. He's got a lot of cameras, as I see. Wooly Bully's tattoo is also a kind of plot detail, because this area of the mouth is dark and empty on the pictures, and designers wouldn't have missed this part for nothing. The tattoo carries a message. If Wooly Bully lived here for a long time, even during times when the children's camp was working, then he must have got the tattoo when it presumably became evil. If he's truly the result of some kind of experiment and he escaped to chase people, then the tattoo had probably been there already, and perhaps there's a group of scientists and engineers behind the incident who decided to make their dreams a reality just like it happened in Ban. And they probably left the tattoo for a reason too, and it happened when Wooly Bully wasn't a threat. We can figure this all out only by finding some letters or archives regarding Wooly Bully. New and explored locations at the end of the chapter 1. We take the elevator up to where the entertainment area is supposed to continue, and maybe we were supposed to go to those doors, but Wooly Bully attacks the elevator and we begin to fall down. If you take a closer look at the elevator, it's kinda hanging inside the shaft, which looks like it's going even further down, to the new technical facilities. And if the entire Joyville is filled with pipes, it's pretty obvious that our old friends the Worm Gang will also go down there, so they'll be able to make a sneak attack at the right moment. And basically, since these are lower technical facilities, it's very likely that we'll see some sort of huge technical complex, or like it was in Garden of Ban, we'll be falling lower and lower down the floors, perhaps without even wanting so. I hope they'll add some interesting secret rooms, like extra content, rooms with pictures or rooms with incidents evidence, because there was nothing much in the first chapter except the pictures. I really look forward to the second chapter.